If you were born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you died poor, it's your mistake. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. The internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow. Innovation is moving at a scarily fast pace. Software is a great combination between artistry and engineering. Drones overall will be more impactful than I think people recognize, in positive ways to help society. Legacy is a stupid thing. I don't want a legacy. People everywhere love Windows. Microsoft is not about greed. It's about innovation and fairness. We make the future sustainable when we invest in the poor, not when we insist on their suffering. I don't think there's anything unique about human intelligence. We've got to put a lot of money into changing behavior. By improving health and empowering women, population growth comes down. If I'd had some set idea of a finish line, don't you think I would have crossed it years ago? I get more spam than anyone I know. It's hard to improve public education, that's clear. Technology is unlocking the innate compassion we have for our fellow human beings. I'm never fully satisfied with any Microsoft product. When the PC was launched, people knew it was important. Well, I don't think there's any need for people to focus on my career. I don't think culture is something you can describe. There is no author whose books I look forward to more than Václav Smil. My wife thinks she's better than me at puzzles. I haven't given in on that one yet. I read a lot of obscure books, and it is nice to open a book. The general idea of the rich helping the poor, I think, is important. Energy innovation is not a nationalistic game. I'm an investor in a number of biotech companies, partly because of my incredible enthusiasm for the great innovations they will bring. The protester, I think, will speak up for the world's poorest. Expectations are a form of first-class truth. If people believe it, it's true. There's no magic line between an application and an operating system that some bureaucrat in Washington should draw. Google's done a super good job on search, Apple's done a great job on the iPod. Most poor people live in the poorest countries. In low-income countries, getting to a health post is hard. It was very expensive. We should all grow our own food and do our own waste processing, we really should. AIDS is a disease that is hard to talk about. It's easier to add things to a PC than it's ever been before. It's one click and boom, it comes down. Playing bridge is a pretty old-fashioned thing in a way that I really like. The world has been very careful to pick very few diseases for eradication because it is very tough. The most amazing philanthropists are people who are actually making significant sacrifices. Me and my dad are the biggest promoters of an estate tax in the US. It's not a popular position. The moral systems of religion, I think, are super important. The best teacher is very interactive. I like the idea of putting your Christmas wish list up and letting people share it. Windows 8 is key to the future, the Surface computer. Money has always been in politics. And I'm not sure you'd want money to be completely out of politics. I spend a lot of time reading. The quality of research in the US is absolutely the best. Well-spent aid money is saving lives for a few $1,000s per life saved. Driving up the value of advertising is a big commitment for Microsoft. Rich countries can afford to overpay for things. 90% of the cases of polio are in security vulnerable areas.